And good morning, everybody. Yes, this is the new ASMR channel. No, I'm just kidding. No, we are, Now, today is Monday. Excuse me. Point and click adventure Mondays. Where's my scene? I have so many damn scenes in OBS, and I'm like, which one is it? There we go. Good morning and welcome, everybody. Well, it's the afternoon now for some of you, but no. Right now, we'll start in a couple minutes. Wait until everyone else gets in. I know Bilbetto liked this, so I'm waiting for him to get in. Hopefully, he'll come in soon. Okay. While we wait, I'm just gonna do a couple things. How's everybody doing this morning or this afternoon? It's the East Coast is almost. It's almost what? Afternoon time over there. You know what? I have never even heard of Cosmic Star Heroine. Let me see. Cosmic Star Heroine. Ooh, that looks nice. What is it, on the PlayStation? PlayStation 4. Do they have it on PC? And more. Cosmic Star Heroine. What? How old is this? Oh, it's only a couple years old. Okay, cool. It's on Steam. Come on, don't tell me the website's down. Oh, so it's an old-fashioned, it's like a 16-bit RPG. Oh, I like that. I like that. Who made it? Z-Boyd. Oh, these guys. Okay. Ooh, I'm gonna have to look into that. That looks nice. But yeah, that'll have to be like an RPG or a JRPG. I'll see. We'll see. We'll see in a sense that I try to make a schedule around themes. I try to. Am I sticking to it? Not really. I don't know. Only because it's like I want to play. I mean, there are other games I want to play because I got them from, Humble Choice, the Humble subscription. I wanted to play, the Hitman 1 and 2, and then I wanted to play Resident Evil, but I'm like, where do they actually fit into categories? And do I have to scramble my categories again? I don't know. I like to play, I don't know. I like to play indie stuff only because I like indie stuff, and not too many people put them out on Twitch. Everything on Twitch is what? Fortnite, PUBG, and the major Ubisoft, Capcom, the big players. So yeah, I do like indie stuff. But yeah, these guys are the ones that made Breath of Death, Cthulhu Saves the World. Those were good games. I'll have to do that, but something like that takes forever to go through. Oh my god. I will start something like Cosmic Star Heroine if and when I know that, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure that our quarantine situation is not going to end anytime soon. I was telling Bob, I was telling El Papi over there, that experts say it takes about a year to get a vaccine in and done and tested in the normal time frame. So if we're working hard to get to it, it'll take 6 months. So if you say 6 months, then maybe we'll get a vaccine and something done by July of this year. July, and it's only what? It's only mid-April. So So we're continuing from exactly where we left off. Who's this dude?
Hello? Who is this? Hi. My name's George Stobart. You don't know me.
Correct, Mr. Stobart. I don't. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm trying to trace one of your customers. Could I maybe come over and talk to you?
No. No, that's not possible.
Oh, okay. Forget it. Listen, all I want is a name.
What are you talking about? Who are you working for?
I guess you might say I'm acting in the interests of truth and justice.
Ah, thank God. I thought you were the police.
There are innocent lives at stake, Mr. Todrick. Lives that you could save.
You're collecting for charity, yes?
No, I'm not. All I want from you is information.
Go on. I'm listening.
Why is he a little... He's a little jumpy.
Do you know a guy called Plantar?
No, I never heard of him.
Shall I tell you what happened to Plantar? How he was killed in cold blood?
I told you, I never heard of Plantar.
I have to go back again and see how I got his number. I forgot how I got his number.
I expect Plantar's a family man, don't you? In their little apartment, Madame Plantar is cooking the supper, listening for the familiar sound of her husband's key in the door. Junior is waiting for his daddy to come home from work.
Oh
Can't
my
wait
God! What
to show him
a
the merit
con
marks
man!
he earned in school today. Only tonight, Monsieur Plantar won't be coming home.
You forgot the puppy.
Huh?
The faithful puppy dog, waiting for the sound of his master's voice.
Maybe they don't have a dog. What do you think?
I don't know, Plantar. I never heard of Plantar. None of this has anything to do with me.
I love it.
What do you know about the clown who bombed the Café de la Chandelle Verte?
I don't have no idea what you're talking about.
You're cool, Todrick. But I think you know more than you're saying.
I don't know who you be, but sure I am you don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Quit playing games with me, Todrick.
I tell you, I know nothing about no clown.
That's it?
Thanks for nothing, Todrick.
Todrick. So, yeah. Well, I'm not going to talk about all that stuff, but yes. In our situation right now, let's just say that my daily stream schedule will probably continue. I feel like it will probably continue on till at least July. So it may change. I think it may change from month to month, but the way its schedule is right now, you know, Survival Sundays, Adventure Mondays, Tactical Tuesdays, and then most likely I like to do WTF, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, which also means, you know, WTF. You know, crazy games like Saints Row 3, you know, wacky games. Will continue on until at least the end of the month and end of April. Through the end of April. I may change in May. I may change May. May change May.
Hello, Nico Coulard.
Hello? It's George.
Ah, oui.
You said to call if I could help.
Have you any news for me?
You bet. I met a witness who spoke to the clown. And I know where the killer gets his suits.
No kidding. Hey, I'm impressed.
You are? Well, it wasn't easy.
Look, why don't you come here to my apartment later this afternoon?
Fine. Where do you live?
361 Rue Jarry.
Okay, I'll come over.
She's impressed. Come up to my flat. Uh-huh.
I was used to working alone.
Uh-huh.
But I had to admit, it felt good with George on the case too. But there were some things I was going to have to do alone. And fast. I needed the answers to some questions. Who was the costume killer? And why did he murder Carchon? Why did Carchon ask for me to interview him? How did he know my father? And why was my editor so scared? There was some kind of secret war going on out there. But who was on which side? One thing I did know. I wasn't going to get the answers sitting at my desk.
Okay, so so she hangs her she hangs her laundry up there. Jeez, look at that. All right, anything excuse me. So, okay, let's spend some time in her flat taking a look at stuff.
It was a photograph of my father, the first one I ever took, with the first camera he ever bought me.
Okay. Radio.
You have no messages.
That's just wrong.
No, I'm not giving up. I really do not know where we are going, but I pray to God that we are gonna get there. Stay with me,
Okay,
don't leave me
interesting
where
music.
you going. I can't be left alone out of my own hair. I think I know exactly what you're thinking, 'cause I think I feel
Okay,
the
I
same
can't turn it off now.
way.
Crap.
You
Never touch the radio.
called,
Never
but
touch the
you
radio.
never did. But you never did. You said
Oh
you
my God.
called, but you never did. But you never did. You said you called, but you never did.
The box was carved by my
But
father.
you never
Never
did.
had a key. The elephant on the lid was a perfect match to Cochon's.
There is nothing better I'd rather do than sit around all night waiting for you.
The box was one of the few things my father left me. The elephant on the lid was a perfect match to Cochon's.
Okay, that's it. No. I know that's not the key to this, but no. Okay, put it back in. Okay, thank God the song ended. Okay. There's nothing else in there. I have to find a key to that. There's probably something we'll need to open that with.
My first teddy. Never had a boyfriend as loyal as him.
That's just wrong. Alright, there's nothing else except for going out. Wait, what? Wait. What?
My first teddy. Never had a boyfriend as loyal as him.
That, why? What about it?
There wasn't anyone that I needed to call.
Yes, the bear. Just the bare necessities. Bare necessities. Okay. Sitting down. Okay, so you invited the dude. You invited this dude to come to your apartment, your flat. But we're gonna go out anyway because there's nothing else to do. Okay. I can't go any. Okay, let's talk to the flower lady. Just because.
Mademoiselle Collard.
Oh, hello there. Don't tell me. I'm going to meet a tall, dark man.
No, I don't think so. Why would you say that?
Oh, just a wild guess.
Anyway, your cousin's female and very pretty.
What?
Your cousin from Marseille. How could you forget her so soon? She was only in your apartment yesterday.
Ah, really?
Such a charming young girl.
Isn't she? And in my apartment, you say?
She let herself in, of course. She's got a key.
Suddenly, everything made sense. My apartment had been bugged. That was how Plantard knew all about my article. How did I know? Because the only cousin I have is a sweet little guy called Jean-Marc, who runs a patisserie in Le Touquet. These people were determined, which meant they were also very dangerous.
What's going on, Wallstormer? Welcome to the stream. So give me a minute here. Hey, good morning. What's going on? Yes. So with everything that's going on, I should have told you. I forgot to tell you and Kim Chica that I have a new I have a new daily stream schedule. Mondays right now is my point and click adventure Mondays. I decided to go through the first Broken Sword, and I have a whole schedule now with it. It may change next month, but right now it's survival games on Sunday, this adventure games on Monday, tactical games, strategy games on Tuesday, and then WTF, which is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, which are crazy games, which I'm doing Saints Row right now, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, just to try to get through the story. But yeah, so Adventure Mondays is probably what's going to, Adventure Mondays and Tactical Tuesdays is probably going to what is going to interest you and Kimchika. So yeah, I usually start, well, I try to start at 9 a.m. Pacific. So welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining again. And yeah, dude, we're gonna continue with the story. Yeah, so this is one of the. I didn't think that I'm not too much of a guy for these type of games, but for some odd reason, I kind of like the voice acting in this.
I suppose she'd forgotten which apartment was mine.
Oh, Miss Collard, you're a mind reader. That's just what she said.
Oh, I bet it was. Well, I'd better be going. See what my sweet cousin's been getting up to.
Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Okay, so we have someone spying on me, broke into my apartment. Okay, so Carchon's organization have kept me under surveillance. Oh, so it's under surveillance. So it's not someone that's... Okay, well, surveillance is okay. It's not too bad, I guess. Especially if they're trying to look after me. If it's someone that's trying to look after me, that's fine, I guess. But, you know, don't want anyone interfering. Oh, hello. Carchon's residence. Oh, okay, now we can travel. Okay, so Rujari, that's my apartment. Then we have the cafe, and then Carchon. I guess we can go back. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Please do not finger the wires. They are high-tension titanium-coated wires, especially imported from Birmingham, in England.
This guy was either into art or wire, or both.
If they were to become freed, this superb piece of kinetic engineering would topple and fall. At the same time, the force of the recoil would take your eye out.
Okay.
The smashed window hadn't been repaired yet. There was just a sheet of flimsy plastic over it.
Okay, so let's talk to this guy.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Bonjour, mademoiselle.
Can I ask what you're doing?
I am guarding the scene of a
Yeah, this statue.
Oops, sorry.
Tell me about it.
Au contraire, mademoiselle. This statue is a pure and visionary statement. Comment upon man's self-imposed isolation within a debased societal framework.
Not a crime, then.
The only crime you will find here is the murder of the great Monsieur Carchon.
No. How dramatic.
I know. Here in this very building, no less. It is top secret, but according to Carchon's wife, the killer was dressed as a mime. Police believe there was an accomplice, a young female journalist. Even as we speak, she is being hotly pursued up and down the land. No stone is being left unturned.
What?
Good place to look for a journalist, officer.
We police are no fools.
Evidently.
Okay. Why do I have a list of my items now?
How was Monsieur Carchon killed?
He was shot in cold blood with a gun.
With a gun.
Why was he dressed as a mime?
I have my own theory. Either he was mad,
Oh?
or he was a real mime, trying to throw us all off the scent by cunningly not wearing a disguise.
How long have you been in the police force?
All my life, mademoiselle.
It shows.
Thank you.
Why would a mime kill Monsieur Carchon?
He was a hired killer, I expect. Everybody knows mimes don't leave prints.
Shots fired. Definitely shots
You must
fired.
be quite an aficionado of modern art.
Au contraire, I adore it. In fact, I dabble myself.
Oh, really? I used to dabble myself, but I managed to quit in the end.
That's weird. It's weird that it opened up my inventory, but okay, that's fine.
Monsieur?
Mademoiselle?
Can I do that?
No.
No?
What do you think of my elephant?
A poor piece, to be honest. Derivative. Crude. Forget about it.
Oh, really? I was just wondering where I should stick it.
Somewhere that doesn't get much light?
That's just what I was thinking.
I love it.
Ever seen one of these?
Not since I was a boy. My father taught me how to whittle using a metal cylinder like that.
I bet that kept you quiet.
Indeed it did. I never talked to him again. He died before I finished.
Jeez.
What do you think of this pretty cloth?
Wait a minute. What is this? I have seen this before, but where? Of course! Now I remember. At my dear grandmama's. Bless her little dressing table.
Jeez. No.
I'd be crazy to show him the paper with the code.
Okay. Ticket. Safe.
Ever see symbols like these?
Only at the bottom of a bottle, mademoiselle. Ha! You see what I did there? I always find a little humor breaks the ice at a crime scene. Don't you agree?
Okay.
Take a look at the shell case.
My God! This must be from the gun that killed him.
Are you sure?
I think it is from an army field gun.
Ah, yes, of course. The size. That's the giveaway, isn't it?
Break the ice at a crime. Yes, I know. That's how he picks up on women and stuff. It's funny as heck. So what? Oh, do I have to go through this again?
No.
No.
I knew better than to show him a safe key.
No.
What do you think of this boat ticket?
Mademoiselle, if you think taking me on a boat trip down the Seine is going to get me into bed with you, then you are mistaken. I have been trained to resist women offering boat tickets, and men too. We are up to date on gender issues, you know.
Gender issues. So just remember, this game was released in 2010.
How would you like a nice air clip like this?
I must warn you, mademoiselle, that I have been trained to resist such improper advances.
Okay.
How was Monsieur Cachon killed?
He was...
Why was...
I have my own theory.
Oh?
Or he was...
How long have...
All my...
It should.
Let me just.
Thank you.
It's not letting me exit, so let me just get through all these.
You must be quite an aficionado.
Au contraire, I adore it.
Oh, really? I used to dabble myself, but I managed to quit in the end.
Why would a mime kill Monsieur Cachon?
He was a hired killer, I expect. Everybody knows mimes don't leave prints.
It's not to date. Okay, it's not. It's probably not to date on all gender issues, but I think the major ones. Yeah, I think it would be. Oh, so I'm here, and
I'm sorry, mademoiselle. This is a crime scene, and I cannot permit you to pass beyond this point.
Okay. Oh, did I? I didn't click up here on the art piece.
I would be obliged if you did not touch the art, mademoiselle.
Okay. Alright, so there's nothing else I can do here. No, there's nothing else I can do here. So, where do we go now? We go back to the shop? See, that's the thing. We can't do anything else in our apartment, even though we told the other guy, the blonde guy, to come to our apartment. But we had to leave anyway. So we're here. Alright, let me just...
The door was locked.
The door was locked. It was locked.
I didn't need to call anyone.
See, at the same time, why is there a... it's like, why is there a phone out there? who puts a phone out there for the construction guy? It's kind of funny. And at the same time, okay, so I was saying last week that I would love to have a point-and-click adventure game starring Inspector Clouseau. I would love a Pink Panther Inspector Clouseau game just to do this. It would be so entertaining. They have point-and-click Pink Panther, where the Pink Panther has a
Hello,
voice.
could I ask you some questions?
That depends. Are you a cop?
No, I'm a journalist.
Bit late, aren't you? They already took away the body.
I'm doing a follow-up on this story.
Okay, so let's talk about...
Have the police finished with the crime scene?
What does it look like? I got orders to board up the windows, and that's what I'm doing.
So the body's been removed?
I certainly hope so, or it'll stink to high heaven when they take down these boards.
Shouldn't you check?
Are you kidding? They don't pay me enough to put up boards, let alone check for dead bodies.
Okay, so who's this guy?
You're doing a fine job.
Oh,
Damn
him.
right I am. You should be writing about me, not that idiot that got blown up.
The heroes who pick up the pieces when disaster strikes.
Exactly.
Well, give me your best smile and maybe I'll put your picture in the article.
Oh, right. Just give me a minute to do my hair.
Okay. Really?
The police have removed the body, but nothing else looked disturbed.
Okay, why do we always keep going back to the mirror? There's always something about the mirror. Why? Nothing else, just that.
A panel had been blown away, revealing a gap. From this angle, I could see that something had been lodged in the gap behind the pipes.
Okay, grab it.
From this angle, behind the table were some damaged pipes. Voila! The police and forensic teams had missed a vital piece of evidence. Some kind of pouch. On the pouch was the cross symbol of Carchon's organization. I was on the right track.
Okay.
On the pouch was the cross symbol. Inside the pouch.
Okay. Oh, there we go. What's this? There's another code.
The artifact had a sword laid across scales. There was a picture of Lady Justice on the locked panel in the room below the conciergerie.
Oh, so we gotta go back to... Okay, we gotta go back there. So...
Another coded message using the same cipher system. So, Plantard was involved with Carchon.
Oh, I gotta do this again? Can we get out? Oh. This was... Yeah, this was okay. Alright, let me see here. What the... Okay. This... Okay, so I will need help, probably. Crap. Last one was easy. This one... Okay, there are a couple of two-letter words. What is this? Apostrophe something? What is that? Just great. Yeah, this is a substitution cipher. The problem is you have to try to figure out the letters. I wish there was a way. I wish there was something. Crap. I need to start somewhere. Do you, Dastardly, you remember if you got this far at least? The problem is we have to figure out a word. Something. Okay, well, what I usually do is go for, like, see, these double letters are probably vowels. Will that help? Does that help? Those are probably vowels. Yeah, I know, years ago, right? Crap. Double O, double E. Okay, so it's definitely... Okay, so... You don't have a double A. Yeah, this is probably a vowel. There's no such thing as a double A. There's no double U. We have a double O, double E, no double I. Could be an E. Where's the backwards E? Something like that? Maybe? This one makes me want to say dead. Apostrophe S? That doesn't make any sense. It's got to be an apostrophe something. Apostrophe... It looks like it's by itself. Yeah, I know, really? Last letter, first word, R? This one? This one? Maybe? I need... I don't know. I'm not so sure. I don't know. I just need a direction. I need a word. Anything. Double O, double E, maybe. I don't know. What else is there? Unfortunately, you just have to take guesses, right? EO? Oreo? No. Three-letter words. Three-letter words, two-letter words. Arch after the double E. Could be an N. Change the E to... What? E to the N? Yeah, I know, really. Well, it's just ideas because we don't know what's going on. That's the thing. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, you know, because I can always change it back. So what changed the E to N? The arch after the double E. Okay, so okay. Well, whatever. Mean. See, that one that doesn't make any sense in English, I don't think. Well, let's put it this way. It's not gonna hurt if we just try. Oh no, we already have an O. STO. On, in, I. I don't know. Just trying to guess. It's fine. If we can... Okay, TN. That doesn't make any sense. I shouldn't have clicked on this yet. I really shouldn't have clicked on this yet. Maybe we can, maybe we can try this later. I'll try this in a couple minutes, see if... Yeah, I'll try this in a couple minutes. Well.
There was nothing of interest beyond some bloody debris.
Alright, I'm going to try that in a couple minutes, see if I can trigger something else, or try to do this in my apartment. Let's see if we can get more information, keep moving, and then if we have to, then we'll...
What about my photos?
Oh, of course. How could I forget?
Well, I'm waiting. Get your camera out.
Camera. Oh, I forgot. It broke.
Alors, they should never send a woman to do a man's job.
Well, this woman had fooled him easily enough. And found the evidence the police had missed.
Alright, we'll take a look at the thing again later.
Hello?
Let me see. Did I ask him everything yet?
Yes?
Tell
No.
me, are you related to the workman I saw digging the hole?
Don't talk to me about flobage. Pah!
Okay.
He just won a fortune on the horses and he won't give me a cent.
Well, it's his money.
When he was broke, he was happy to touch me for a loan. Brothers should look after each other, he used to say. He's changed his tune, now he's brassed up.
I'm gonna have to... Am I gonna show him all these?
Do you like this carving?
It's the kind of thing you pick up for a couple of euros at Les Puces de Saint-Ouen.
Okay, yeah, let's go through stuff.
Would you like to see this?
No,
Do you recognize this?
it looks like a kid's puzzle piece.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
What do you think I am? A plumber?
A plumber?
Do you know this man?
He looks like a nasty piece of work. I had an uncle who was with the fascists, but we never talk about him.
What happened to him?
How should I know? We never talk about him.
Stupid.
Look at this secret message.
Very nice, but it's not secret now, is it? It's just a message.
So, okay, so you can show him, but you won't show the police guy. Okay.
He wouldn't be interested.
He wouldn't be
He
interested.
wouldn't be interested in a substitution cipher.
Okay.
Would you recognize this?
That is the key to a safe. A Warner special, if I'm not mistaken.
A Warner special.
Take a look at this.
I don't like laissez hankies. They scratch my nose.
I can see how that must be a problem for you. You see this ticket?
Are you trying to bribe me?
No.
I don't blame you, of course. Good-looking fella like me.
Yeah, it's a letter to Plantard, I know.
What do you think of my shell case?
Are you in the scrap business?
Of course not.
Pity. I've got some rubbish just like that I need to get rid of.
Okay, nothing left.
Would you like this hair clip?
What do you take me for? Some kind of a pervert?
Au revoir.
Okay, nothing there. Let me see what else I have to do. I'm gonna go through all the same thing again.
There
I don't
might
have
have been clues down there, but I was relieved I didn't have a sewer key.
That's right, you needed the sewer key.
The pipes weren't going to help my investigation.
Alright, let's see. I'm gonna see if we can go... See if we can get out of here, I guess. I don't need to make a call.
I didn't need to call anyone.
Alright, let's
I
get...
needed to take a closer look at the objects I'd found in Plantard's pouch. I needed to...
Okay, so I gotta look at the stuff. Fine. I can't leave.
Another coded message. So...
Alright, let's do this again. Ugh. 2-letter, 3-letter words, anything simple. What do you think? Starting over again. So what? This one's like an N, maybe? Yeah. Was the E the O and the O the E? E-O-O-E? Try plantard's first. Well, how would I know what the plantard's first word is? You know what plantard? Plan. No. P-L-A-N. You know, you might be right. Hold on. Let's try it. P. L. A. Okay, you might be right. You are right, I think. Plantad. Double R. Double L. Trail. Oh, that was Yamada, wasn't it? Yeah, that was the guy's name, Yamada. From last week. This is from last week. No, wait, what? Oops. Pierre? Oh, that's right, Pierre, that's right. That was the name from the last message. Pierre killed... Murdered. Murder. Blah, 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 blah. Where am I? Crap. Pierre. Broke. Okay, into Pierre's safe. Must have followed. Okay, cool.
Plantard. Pierre killed. Murderer must have followed trail from Arno and Yamada. He will come for us now. We must be vigilant. Thierry's girl broke into Pierre's safe. She worries me. Imelda. So much for Imelda's innocence. Plantard was working for her, and for Canchon. But why did Plantard want to meet? Was it a trap? Or maybe he was in too deep and needed me to tell the story, whatever the story was. One thing was clear. It was a story worth killing for.
Okay, so Plantard and the Cauchons are together. Fine. Now what? Okay, so where do I go?
The strange
now?
metal artifact I found in Plantard's pouch had pointed back to the quayside.
Okay, so we're back here from last week. We gotta do this all over again. Yeah, I know. So what do we do? This thing in there. Alrighty.
Plantard's key fitted the lock, so he must have used this place too.
Okay, well, we go in.
A photograph had been torn up. If I could just arrange the pieces...
Seriously? Another puzzle thingy? Okay, fragments supposed to rain. Yes, I know. What was the old trick?
Oh my god. It can't be.
Let's see here. There we go. That's there. Ugh, crap. Okay. Derp. Derp. Oh, that's what it is.
There was no... It was a picture of my father.
Okay, I keep clicking
Papa.
everywhere.
Oh God. After what I'd gone through, I thought I could face anything, but not this. My father, the one person in the whole world who I truly admired, standing with Cachon while those murderers carried on with their evil work. My father, grinning at the camera. I couldn't believe it. I realized that I desperately needed to get to the bottom of this story, and that I really needed George.
You really need George. Okay. Later that afternoon. Great. Okay, so we get together finally. I should have talked.
I pushed against the door, but it seemed to be locked.
Alright, so I don't know what it is, but yeah. The recording of this guy's voice was done somewhere else. I mean, it's such... I know I'm so bad, but it's such poor quality.
Oh, hi.
Bonjour, monsieur. Would you like me to foretell your future?
No thanks.
I'm very good. It only takes a minute.
Thanks all the same, but I'm not superstitious. Besides, if it only takes a minute, that's not much of a future to look forward to.
Okay. What's that?
I've changed my mind. Will you tell my fortune?
You're going on a long journey.
My, oh my. What a surprise. Can you tell me anything I don't already know? How does this fortune-telling routine work?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be selling flowers for a living.
Haven't you ever wondered why you were blessed with the gift?
Well, it's a bit like satellite television, I suppose. Some of us are born with ability to receive a dish. I just happen to be one of the lucky ones.
Do you know a young woman called Nicole Collard?
Yes, I do. She lives upstairs from me in the apartment block across the street.
I tried the door, but it's locked.
You know, I've told the landlord about that 1,000,000 times. It is a damp. The whole building is like a sponge. It sucks up the moisture from God knows where.
You mean the door is stuck because it's swollen?
That is correct. There is an art to opening it. Don't shove too hard. Just give it a gentle nudge above the lock.
Thanks for the advice. How long has Mademoiselle Collard lived here?
A few months. She's in for a shock when the cold weather comes. Drafty windows, insufficient heating. It's a struggle to keep warm. The only reason I stay is because the rent is cheap. Your young lady, she deserves better.
Okay.
I thought Mademoiselle Collard was a successful photographer.
Not as successful as she makes out for all her fine clothes. Oh, I've heard her crying herself to sleep at night.
That's awful.
Now don't you let on that I've told you. She's proud, that one. Too proud, if you ask me.
Have you seen anyone out here watching Mademoiselle Collard's apartment?
Yes, I have. A strange man. Tall and thin as a broomstick. He kept his face hidden, but I saw his eyes peering from evil little slits.
How was he dressed?
A long brown raincoat with an hat.
Or like Humphrey Bogart?
Yes, but he didn't have Bogart's charisma. Besides, this guy looked like he needed a toilet. You never saw Bogart clenching his buttocks like that.
Oh my god.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Mademoiselle Collard?
No, monsieur.
Are the flowers for sale?
Oui, monsieur.
Okay. I'll take a bunch of those white ones.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
No?
They are lilies, monsieur. Some people associate them with death.
Yikes. Thanks for telling me. What other flowers do you have?
Dahlias?
What do they signify?
Insecurity?
I don't want to give her the wrong idea about me. What about the tall yellow ones?
Those are iris, the flame of passion.
And the little yellow ones?
Sensuality.
Well, they're no use to me. I want to make an impression, not jump down her throat.
Too funny.
Can you really foretell the future?
Only time will tell, monsieur. The strange thing is, I can't seem to see myself in the future. Other people, I have no problem. But when I try to see what might happen to me, nothing.
That must be scary.
Maybe. I figure it's a kind of natural safety mechanism. Either that, or I don't have a future.
Oh, it's so sad.
What can you tell me about this material?
It's a very expensive piece of cloth, monsieur.
With that color, it's expensive? Are you serious?
Do you recognize this nose?
No, monsieur.
Okay, let's see what she says.
What can you tell me about this tissue?
Nothing.
Okay, good. I thought she was gonna be like, it's disgusting.
What do you make of this tool?
Is it something a dentist would use?
No, it's for raising manhole covers.
Formidable.
See you later.
That's right, monsieur. You will.
Okay, that was a little creepy. Okay, let's see if we can get jiggy.
Remembering the flower seller's advice, I pushed the door gently just above the lock. Hi.
Bonjour. I'm glad you could make it, monsieur.
Please, call me George.
Fine. I'm Nicole. Take a seat, George.
The recording quality here is awful compared to before. What is going on?
Eh bien? And what have you been up to?
I've been exploring the sewers underneath the cafe.
I thought I could smell something bad.
The clown used the sewer to escape and to change out of his costume. I guess he was in a hurry. He left his jacket behind.
And?
I got his tailor's phone number.
You had better luck than I did.
Luck, she said. Luck. Hard work, I'd call it. What happened?
My editor told me to drop this story. Can you believe it?
But you're not going to do that.
Oh, no. I'm going to find out what's behind these killings.
It just doesn't add up. It almost feels like some sort of conspiracy.
The police in 3 different countries have kept very quiet about the murders.
The press don't connect them at all.
They blame them on political, religious, or militant minority extremists.
Well, that covers just about everyone. Tell me more about yourself.
There's nothing much to tell.
Well, how'd you get into photography?
I guess I owe that to my father. He bought me my first camera. I was 8, and my parents had just split up.
Did you live with your father?
Yes. My mother went off with her new boyfriend.
Aww.
I didn't mind. Papa was all I needed. 4 years later, he died in a plane crash.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right. I don't mind talking about him. He was more like an older brother, really. Always joking and laughing. Papa always wanted me to study art. That's why I went to college.
Did you learn about photography at college?
God, no. I couldn't afford the materials. We were billed for everything we used. Paint, canvas, paper. Most of my year turned to minimalism. It was cheaper. I used to go poaching in the park for squirrel hair. The only time I wasn't hungry was the term I did printing. I used to eat the potatoes.
You're making fun of me, aren't you?
Oh, no.
Tell me more about the clown's previous victims.
The first was Arnaud Bellotta, the millionaire pharmaceutical baron. He made his money from amphetamines in the post-war slimming and diet boom. Imagine it, millions of housewives literally speeding their butts off. The only witness in the case was his Filipino au pair. She swears he was lured to his death by a snowman.
What about the clown's second victim?
Yamada, the controversial Japanese politician. He inherited his fortune from his father's electrochemical consortium.
How did he die?
At the hands, or should I say flippers, of a giant emperor penguin.
A snowman, a penguin, and now a clown.
I had been about to add mime to the list, but stopped myself. I really didn't want to have to explain to George about my father's involvement with Cachon.
You know, I hate to admit it, but this is scary. And I'll tell you this, I will not be accepting any invitations to costume parties.
I don't blame you for being scared. I am too. But this story could be my only chance for a big break.
Or an early death.
Why do they always have to... I don't understand. Why is it around the world everyone has to have a Filipina au pair? Why? Why?
I found a piece of material near the cafe. When I showed it to the concierge, he recognized it right away.
It's very distinctive, all right. Just wait until you see this. I developed a film I shot at the cafe. Here, George. It's an enlargement I made. Look what that guy's wearing.
Checkered pants. The same material as I found in the sewer.
That's right. This guy shouldn't be difficult to find.
Oh, no?
Take a close look at his right cheek.
A scar in the shape of a horseshoe.
Or a crescent moon.
Crescent moon. Okay, so is this, oh, jeez. Indiana Jones now? Okay, so...
I found this tissue down the sewer.
That's disgusting, George.
No. I think the stuff on it is grease paint, like actors use, or clowns.
It's still disgusting. Get rid of it.
Okay.
I found this false nose in the sewer.
Hey, what's this inside it?
The contents of someone's nose?
Don't be cross, George. It says La Risée du Monde. Masks and costumes. It's a costume shop near the Gare Saint-Lazare.
I'll check it out. Maybe the owner remembers who hired the clown costume.
Oh god, I'll admit, the voice, the quality of the voice recordings is driving me nuts.
This is the tool I used to get into the sewers.
Fascinating, George.
You're not interested, are you?
Oh, of course I am. I think it was very brave of you to go down those sewers.
Yeah? Well, it was kind of scary, but... Well, I had a job to do. How come you enlarged this photograph of me?
Because I noticed the guy behind you, of course.
And that's it. Yeah, the voice quality changing, the echo, yeah, it's... I don't know. I mean, I myself being a technical person, and I actually had to choose my equipment, you know, balance of cost versus quality and things like that, yeah. Trust me, I know, I wouldn't have gone for that, and this is supposed to be major production. That's another thing. I'll have to go look and check out the voice actors for the game later. I'm very interested because both of them do sound familiar.
I have to go.
Okay, I'll see you later.
I'll see you later. Okay, that was bad. Okay, so now what? Costume shop. So they don't. So that's the funny thing is they don't go together. They don't travel together.
Oh, hi.
Bonjour, monsieur. How's your girlfriend?
She's not my girlfriend.
Maybe not yet, but I see your paths entwined in the future.
I doubt it. Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Oh, what a hunk.
He's a killer.
I can see that. His eyes stay tall.
Okay.
See you later.
That's right, monsieur. You will.
You will, yes. That's just wrong. Okay, so we go to the costume shop. Anything in here? Nope. I do like the artwork. Art style, I mean.
Excuse me.
Bonjour, monsieur. Please, come in. Welcome. Leave the mundane world behind. But in these four walls, fantasy is king.
I don't want a costume.
Didn't you ever dress up when you were a child?
Not that I remember.
Incredible! You'll be telling me next that you never shared your elder sister's lingerie.
I don't have a sister, and I think I'd look pretty silly in a brassiere. I just need some information.
Of course. How can I help you?
Do you want this red nose back?
Not after it's been worn, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, awkward. But anyway, this is France, so I guess anything goes. But yeah, I mean, I'll admit that, yeah, you could say that the room is echoey for the voice quality, but that's just really poor quality, I think.
Do you recognize this man?
Oui, monsieur. I sold him some grease paint.
Okay, so sold him some grease paint. All right, good.
Does this dirty tissue mean anything to you?
Let me smell that.
Seriously?
Bestheimer's number 7 white pancake.
Theatrical grease paint, right?
Oui, monsieur. La crème de la crème of Thespian accoutrement.
Have you sold any of it recently?
Yes, 2 cans.
2 cans. Okay, so...
Do you recognize this man?
Ah oui, he was here this morning. That is the man to whom I sold the grease paint. I remember the scar on his face. He chose 2 costumes. Bozo the clown and Seamus the pixie.
A pixie?
Very smart. Green silk with a taffeta lining. He gave me his name as Monsieur Khan.
Okay.
Have you heard of a man named Plantile?
I do not recall anyone of that name.
What does this tool mean to you?
Nothing, monsieur.
Okay.
Thanks for your help, buddy.
My pleasure, monsieur. Allow me to shake you by the hand.
Huh? Well, okay. What are you trying to do, kill me?
You did not find it amusing?
I never saw the funny side of electroshock therapy.
Eh bien, it is yours to keep. A gift?
Do I need a license?
No, but I give you a word of warning, monsieur.
What?
Remember to switch it off before you visit the toilet.
Oh, this is funny. The guy in Nika's sweater. Okay, his name might be Khan.
It was the shake and shock buzzer I'd been given by the man in the costume shop.
Okay, so I guess it's off. Oh god, that is horrible quality. That is horrible quality. Okay, so... police. Rougerie. Okay, this is the shop. No, we will go to... Let's go back to the apartment. Yeah, that was rough. Even for 2010, I was like, wow.
Oh, hello.
Talk about a budget production. But I guess what's really... I'm not going to shock her with that. I can't give her information. Anyway. Yeah. even though I'll admit that, I'm a stickler for quality, but I think the quality that everyone is looking for today is definitely, gameplay mechanics and good writing. So I'll admit that the game itself has been well written. That's what's really important. It does probably, but yeah, it says I think this game was released in 2010. Windows 95 era. Oh god, you're gonna make me look it up, aren't you? I'm gonna have to look it up. It was... Oh. You're right. Initial release 96. There you go. Look at that. There you go. Alright, I'm not going to shock her with that. It was a re-release. Okay. It was probably the release on PC was 2010. But the original release, it says here on... was it PlayStation? Yeah, PlayStation was 96. Okay, well, it makes sense, but still.
I have to go.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Yeah, really? Okay, so what do I do now? So there's nothing to do at the apartment. I'm gonna go back here. Really quick. Oh, okay, I can talk to him again.
Hi there, remember me?
Ah, mais oui, Inspector. Have you found him?
Who?
The man in the sewer, of course.
I'm, sifting through the evidence.
Rather you than me, monsieur. So, when you are not exploring sewers, what do you do?
I take a lot of showers.
Oh, very good, monsieur. A policeman with a sense of humor.
And that's it. Do I go back down into the sewer? We already know who he is, so why would I go back down there? Anyone to call? Can I call this guy again? Who is this guy anyway? I forgot who this guy was.
Hello? Who is this?
Mr. Todrick?
Oh, it's you again. What now?
The man I'm looking for is called Khan. He bought a suit from you, remember?
Mr. Yes, I remember him. Yes, I delivered the suit to his hotel. The Hotel Ubu. I don't remember the room number. It was upstairs. The second room on the right-hand side of the corridor.
Thanks, Todrick. That's all I wanted to know. Now I've got you, Mr. Clown.
Okay. Hotel Ubu. Ubu? Let's see if anything's changed. Anything changed? It's all boarded up. There's nothing else to do, and I'm not going back down into the sewers. So we'll just leave. Hotel Ubu. They have to have like the classic cartoon gangsters, really? Okay, let's see what we can do. Let's try to just go. Okay, we can just go inside. Alright. So do I talk to people? Let's just see if we can go straight to the story. What was it? Was the second door on the right, was it? Always need classic cartoon gangsters, definitely.
If the tailor's description was correct, this was the killer's room. The sign on the door read 22. The door was locked.
The door was locked. Okay.
The door was locked.
All right, so it's 22. Yeah, I'm not going to say housekeeping. Now, the funny thing is that... Okay, so has anyone... I've traveled the world. A little bit. And I mean just a little bit, right? And I think it was 20 years ago. Yeah. A little over 20 years ago, I stayed in Italy, right? And the funny thing is it was this old-fashioned hotel. I stayed with family. I got my own room. And the funny thing was that they gave me this key. Old-fashioned key and everything for the door lock. But this giant, gaudy keychain where that the key you could barely keep in your pocket. And I complained to my relatives about that. Oh, no, you just leave the key with the front desk. I'm like, what? That's like unheard of for Americans, to leave the same key with the front desk. And I'm like, well, what if it's someone else and they don't know who I am, that I'm going into this room? I'm like, it doesn't sound right. So let's just... So this makes sense the way this is set up right now. Some people don't know that you leave the key with the front desk.
There was no one registered under the name of Khan. If the killer was staying here, he'd used a different pseudonym.
What about for room 22?
I want some information.
Who are you? The police?
I'm conducting a private investigation.
Ah, I know only too well what you mean. That is one of the drawbacks of the catering business. When people book into an hotel, they leave their morals at home, no?
Okay.
Do you have a guest by the name of Khan?
No, monsieur. Perhaps you would care to check the register.
I already did.
Alors, you know I am telling the truth. May Saint Armand strike me down if I lie.
The man who calls himself Khan has a scar on his right cheek.
Vraiment? I tell you, I do not know a man named Khan.
Maybe not, but I noticed a change in his expression when I mentioned the scar. I'm looking for a man who dresses like a clown.
This is a highly respectable hotel, monsieur. There are no clowns here.
If you say so. Do you know a man named Plantau?
No, monsieur.
Plantau?
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Yes, monsieur. That man is one of our guests.
What name?
I cannot tell you that.
Okay, so he's definitely here.
Hey, shake my hand.
I'd rather not, monsieur. I'm still sore from the shock administered by one of the guests. He was secretly concealing an electrical device in the palm of his hand. Practical jokes are so puerile, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay. Can I grab the key? Will he let me?
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
What?
You were trying to steal that key, no?
No way.
No way. Alright, am I gonna have to go out? Or I guess I'm gonna have to talk to people now, right? Either that or go outside. Let's talk to people.
Excuse me, didn't I see your picture in the news? You're that Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state.
Yes, that is me, in person.
I don't want to worry you, but have you had any threats on your life? You know, mysterious phone calls, letters made up of headlines cut from the newspaper.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Have you seen a clown?
I beg your pardon?
The clown. A guy in funny pants. Have you seen him?
My pants are from England, Marks and Spencer. They are a pleasure and a comfort to wear, with much support.
I'm real glad to hear that. You know, it's good to know you Nobel Prize winners are human too.
In my country, the people make do with string and egg cartoons.
For pants?
For everything. Oppression is the mother of ingenuity.
Oh, jeez.
Do you know a guy called Plantau?
I don't know anybody in Paris.
Oh, Well, this guy's dead anyhow.
Why do you ask me about dead men? I have seen enough of death to last me a lifetime.
I'm, sure you have. Do you recognize this man? He calls himself Khan.
Yes, I know this man. Why do you carry his photograph?
I'm a private detective. What's your interest in Khan?
He is an enemy of my people.
You know he's a killer.
Of course, amongst other things.
Really?
Would you help me investigate Khan?
That is not possible. My instructions are to observe. I cannot jeopardize my position as an honored guest of this country's government.
Okay.
What does this clown's nose suggest to you?
In my country, we have no use for clowns.
I'm glad to hear it.
They were dealt with most severely in the last cultural cleansing.
What?
What about the mimes? Did you get them too?
All gone. Our streets are mime-free.
Sounds like heaven.
Wow. Okay.
Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Let's talk to the piano player. And then the gangsters, and then probably have to go out the alley.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
Oh, good lord,
I'm looking for a man.
You disappoint me, my dear. For one foolish moment I thought... But never mind. Aren't you going to tell me your name?
George. George Stobart, ma'am.
How sweet! I once had a stable boy called George. I am Lady Piermont. The common reaction is to kneel and stutter, but it's not obligatory.
A real lady? I mean, you're an honest-to-God aristocrat?
Oh, I don't know about that. Few of my ancestors are honest, not even to God. I can trace my family back to the Normans, but don't let that intimidate you, George. Beneath that impressive pedigree, I'm just flesh and blood.
Okay.
The blood may be blue, but the flesh is the plump beef of old England, so to speak. You appear distracted, George. Is there any way I can help you?
Oh, okay.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
My God, it's him! That's Merlin!
She represented everything I loved about the English. The lady was totally deranged. Merlin? You mean King Arthur's wizard?
Good heavens, no! Monsieur Merlin is a fellow guest.
Merlin.
The man you know as Merlin is a fake.
What do you mean, sweetie?
He's a murderer. He also uses the name Khan.
I am shocked, Mr. Stobart. Shaken. I took him to be a gentleman. A man of honor.
A man of honor.
You know, I'd rather like to assist you in stitching him up.
Okay.
When did you last see Merlin?
It was no more than an hour ago. He came downstairs and spoke to that clerk chappie. Something passed hands. I couldn't see what exactly.
A briefcase?
No, smaller than that. A bundle of papers, perhaps. The clerk put it in the hotel safe and Merlin went out.
Are you sure you saw Merlin putting documents in the safe?
Yes, darling, positive.
I wonder what they were.
Obviously something of great importance.
Yeah. I'd sure like to get my hands on whatever it is. I'll bet they had something to do with Plantar's briefcase. Has Merlin returned to the hotel?
No, he hasn't. Are you going to search his room?
If I could get in there, I would. Are you here in Paris on vacation?
No, darling, I'm on holiday. I needed to get away after Algy's funeral.
I didn't realize you were mourning the loss of a loved one.
I'm not. He was my husband.
I'm sorry to hear about your husband's death.
You wouldn't be if you knew him, my dear. It gave me the opportunity to take a well-deserved holiday. Daphne suggested a change of scenery. Paris, she said. The wild romance is just what you need to take your mind off the inquest. Well, the closest I came to romance was being wooed by a drunken Breton chef. I must say I was disappointed with his coq au vin. Not at all what I was expecting. I was thinking of cutting my holiday short, packing my bags and heading back to Hemel Hempstead. That was until last night.
What happened last
What
night?
happened to you last night?
I was stricken, Mr. Sturbart. Cupid's arrow has cleft my bosom.
They couldn't really miss.
It was just as I'd always imagined it should be. The intimacy of candlelight, romantic music tinkling across the room, and then a stranger's glance. Those brooding eyes, that suave manner, those tight trousers. He was the man I'd been waiting for all my life.
I'm glad he finally turned up after all these years.
Ah, but it wasn't to be. He was merely toying with my affections. And if I ever catch up with him, he's dead.
Who was the guy who led you on?
His name is Merlin.
Oh, Merlin. So Merlin was after something with him too. Her too. Okay.
Did you know there's a gangster out front?
What makes you think he's a gangster?
The Italian suit and the bulge in his pocket?
I know plenty of men with Italian suits and bulges in their pockets. That doesn't necessarily make them gangsters.
Okay. Interesting. He's been lying to her, toying with her affections. Brave man, she's after revenge. Moylan. It's Moylan. Alright, let's see what these gangsters...
Just a minute, monsieur.
What's your problem?
No problem, if you cooperate.
What do you want?
Just a routine security check. Nothing to worry yourself about.
Oh, well, all right.
Search him, Flap.
You bet.
Oh. What the hell?
Hey, knock it off. Get off, you big ape.
Nothing, Guido. Zilch.
Our apologies, monsieur.
What? I had to report you to the authorities.
Round here, we are the authorities.
You want I should break his arms?
No. Let him go, Flap.
Hey, Shorty. I didn't think much of your trick, little man. I don't know what you're looking for, but you picked on the wrong guy. Maybe you'll spread the word around the sewers. George Stobart is on the case. That's Stobart. 2 B's and 2 T's. It sounded impressive to me, but the weasel didn't seem to share my enthusiasm. Still, I figured he'd think twice before gunning me down in the street in cold blood.
I do not like your tone.
Oh, yeah? And what are you going to do about it?
If you do not go away, I will gun you down in cold blood, right here in the street, without thinking twice about it.
Okay.
Hey, Shorty, do you recognize the guy in this photograph?
No, I never saw him.
Do you know a man by the name of Khan?
No, I don't.
It's very important I get to see him, and...
I told you, I don't know it.
Have you heard of a guy called Plantar?
No, that name means nothing to me.
I'm looking for a clown.
Are you trying to be funny?
No, I really am looking for a clown.
There are no clowns here except you.
Do you recognize the guy in this photograph?
No, I never saw him.
Okay.
Will you shake my hand?
Are you joking? Who knows where it has been?
How about this dude?
Get lost, creep.
Oh, yeah? And what if I don't? What if I call the cops?
First, I break your arms at the elbows and wrists. Then, when you recover consciousness, I break your fingers.
There's just one flaw in your plans, Ape-Man.
What's that?
It's broad daylight. I don't think even you would assault me on a busy street. Of course, this tranquil square at the end of a cul-de-sac. This isolated corner of Paris that hasn't seen a street sweeper's brush since VE Day. This would be just about perfect for a mugging. Pardon me, I'm about to get very lost. Do you recognize the guy in this photograph?
Is this a trick question?
No, I simply asked if you recognized him.
Okay then. Nope, I don't.
Do you happen to know a guy named Khan?
That ain't nobody I know.
You ever meet a guy called Plantar?
No, I ain't.
You missed your chance. If you're quick, you'll catch him at the coroner's.
Why does he sound like he's from New York? He's in Brooklyn.
Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
No, I ain't. Don't tell me I missed him. Oh, that's too bad. I love the clowns, don't you?
I've seen daytime television that was funnier.
I love it when the little guys get hurt.
That figures.
Custard pies, hose pipe down the pants, then smack! A plank in the kisser.
Okay.
Have you ever seen this clown's nose before?
Nope.
Shake my hand.
Nah.
Oh, rats. Do you recognize the guy in this photograph?
Nah.
See you later.
Not if you see me first.
Okay, so there's nothing I can do. Seriously, there's nothing I can do here. So why am I back here if I can't do anything? Alright, I'm stuck. Dogmatic, what's going on? Welcome back to the stream. What am I supposed to do now? So I talk to her. Do I talk to him again?
Hello again.
No.
Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
There was no one registered under the name of Khan, but the name in the book for room 22 was Merlin.
Moylan is Moylan. Alright, so it's Merlin.
What now, monsieur?
I've just been manhandled by a gorilla.
Yes? I do not see any signs of a gorilla.
No, not a real gorilla. It was a guy who looked like a gorilla. It happened right out front of this building.
Let me get this quite clear. Are you complaining or bragging?
I want to know what you're going to do about it. The scrawny one has a gun.
I suggest you contact the police.
Can't you do anything about them?
What goes on in the streets of Paris is hardly my responsibility.
Okay.
Aren't you concerned that your guests are being intimidated by gangsters?
No one else has complained, monsieur. Did they steal anything from you?
Well, no. They didn't find what they were looking for.
What was that?
I don't know. I don't think they did either. I believe Khan, the man with the scar, is also known as Merlin, the man who has taken room 22.
What of it? What do you want?
Access to his room.
Do you have a license, monsieur?
Huh?
A private investigator's license?
Well, not exactly, but I can explain everything.
I am sorry, but without credentials, I cannot help.
I insist you give me the key to Merlin's room.
I cannot do that, monsieur.
This guy Merlin is a menace.
So you say, monsieur.
He's not only a danger to society, but to your guests as well. He has toyed with the affections of Lady Piermont.
Ciel! Are there no depths to which he will not sink?
Precisely.
So wrong.
He's already killed once, twice, maybe as many as 3 times. With your help, I just might be able to stop him.
But what if he finds out I have helped you? No, I cannot do it.
It's wrong.
I'd like to retrieve something from your safe.
Ah, oui, monsieur. May I see some form of identification?
Like what?
A driving license, perhaps?
I don't drive.
Your passport?
I don't have it with me. I could show you my operation scar.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I must have some form of unique ID.
You won't find a more unique ID than my scar.
I'm sorry. I must insist on a more traditional identification.
Rats. About the key hanging on the hook over there.
Oui, monsieur.
Which room is it for?
Number 21.
Is that room taken?
No. The guests checked out this morning.
I'd like to check into room 21.
That is not possible.
How come? You said it was vacant.
It is reserved for another guest.
Rats.
No, monsieur. Dutch.
Okay, what do I do now? What can I do now?
Do you recognize this red nose?
No, monsieur.
What do you make of this tissue?
Do you wish me to dispose of it for you, monsieur?
Hey, no! It could be useful. I'm holding on to this.
As you wish, monsieur. Perhaps you would like a little plastic baggie to keep it in?
Nah, it's fine the way it is.
I want the baggie. I want the baggie. Anyway. What the hell do I do now?
The door was locked.
There's nothing else I can do, is there? I don't have the hairpin to try to pick the lock. What do I do next? What do you think I should do next?
The sign on the door read 22.
What do you think I should do next?
The door was locked.
There's got to be something I can do to get him to go away so I can steal the key, maybe. Maybe. I can't think of it. Can't think of anything else.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
Oh, yeah.
That gangster I told you about? He went through my pockets just now.
Good heavens! One never knows what to expect in foreign parts. Thank you for the warning, young man. I shall hide my credit cards in my underwear.
Yes. Easier to swipe that way.
Would you distract the clerk while I borrow a key?
Are you asking me to aid you in a criminal act, darling?
Oh, no. It's the key to an empty room.
And why, may I ask, do you wish to gain access to an empty room? Do you plan to squat?
No, ma'am.
Scouts honor?
I was never in the Boy Scouts, ma'am.
Oh, you should have been. What were your parents thinking of? It's a fine way for a boy to get licked into shape. Now tell me, why do you want to get into that room?
It's next to the room the killer is using.
Ah, so you plan to eavesdrop on Merlin?
I was hoping there might be a connecting door.
Well, how can I refuse? I shouldn't think my feminine charms would be much use in this case, but a good dose of English arrogance might do the trick.
Oh, yeah.
I say! You there? Flunky!
Flunky?
Oui, madame.
Listen carefully. You do understand English, don't you?
But of course, madame.
Good. I wish to deposit some jewelry for safekeeping.
I understand.
Are you quite certain?
Oh, bien sûr, madame.
Oh, good lord, look at that walk.
Over to you, my dear.
Okay, run. So we do the key.
Maybe it wasn't the right room, but this was the right key.
Okay, nothing connecting. Let's just see. Old-fashioned TV? Anything in the wardrobe?
There
Just
was
to make
nothing
sure.
in the wardrobe apart from a vague, lingering smell of camphor.
Camphor. Alright, what else do we got? Nothing else except for the window. Oh, sheesh. Please don't tell me we're going out the window.
The cabinet was empty, but it smelt of onions. No kidding, it really did.
Ew. Onions? Okay, going out the window. Great. So that's the alley. Alright. What an adventure. We'll go in there.
The assassin had been too smart to leave incriminating evidence beside his bed.
Yes, check everything, including the bed.
The bed was freshly made, and the crisp white sheets told me nothing about the killer's habits. It was the battered leather briefcase I'd seen Plantar carrying just before he died. I searched the interior of the briefcase, but as I'd half expected, it was empty.
Well, nothing? You open and nothing? Okay, yeah, that's very useful. Key, nose, makeup. There's nothing else, really? Wow. I'm in the killer's room, but nothing's going on. Alright, let's just leave.
It was Khan. I had the kind of feeling in my stomach that would usually send me running to the bathroom.
Okay, yep, hide in the closet. Always hide in the closet.
As Khan opened the wardrobe, I was sure I was dead. But he grabbed his pants quickly and didn't even see me. I didn't usually spy on men getting changed. But this guy was a killer, and I didn't want any surprises. He left his checkered pants on the bed.
Okay.
I had that kind of feeling you only get from searching still warm pants. The pocket was empty. I flipped the pants over. I found an ordinary matchbook. No matches, no clues. But as I pulled it from the pocket, a strong thread came with it. A thread with a metal tag on the end. I found nothing in the pocket. I pulled on the metal tag and the thread came out of the pants. It was like pulling out a ripcord.
Okay.
I turned the pants over again. There was nothing in the pocket. I searched the pocket gingerly and found a pass card. It read, Thomas Merlin, Gruber Electronics Corporation.
Gruber Electronics, really?
It was the card I'd found in the hotel bedroom. It read, Thomas Merlin, Gruber Electronics Corporation.
I mean, I feel okay searching my own warm pants after I take them off. I'm okay with that, right?
The matchbook bore a pattern of swirling color and the words, Club Alamut.
Alamut. All right. Let me talk to him again. Maybe.
What now, monsieur?
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
No, monsieur.
Does this pass mean anything to you?
That is Monsieur Merlin's property.
That's right. Merlin the murderer. I want to see what he's left in your safe.
Impossible. I cannot betray his confidence, no matter what you say he's done.
You're making a big mistake.
Maybe. I can live with that. A murderer? Are you sure?
Positive. Do you recognize this key?
That is the property of the Hotel Ubu.
Correct.
May I ask how it found its way from the little hook to your pocket?
Would you believe it was put there by a poltergeist?
No, monsieur. The hotel is regularly serviced by an exorcist. If we had a ghost, Father Fécond would have flushed it out.
I suppose you want the key back.
That's funny.
Not spécialement. The room is vacant. Since you are so determined to conduct your little investigation, I won't stop you.
Jeez.
Hello again. Does the name on this matchbook mean anything to you?
Indeed it does, for Alamut was the home of the old man of the mountains. You do not know him?
No, I don't.
What's going on, Zan?
Do you recognize this card?
No, I do not.
Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
Good boy. Good boy, yes.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
I found this matchbook in Merlin's bedroom.
It came from the Club Alamut. It might be useful to find out if that club is in Paris, George.
I found this pass in Merlin's room.
So, that deceitful little man is passing himself off as an electrician, is he?
Uh-huh. This guy probably has a million faces. I showed the pass to the clerk, hoping he'd give me Merlin's papers, but he wouldn't buy it. He's too scared.
I'll give him something to be scared of. Follow me, George!
What? Again? Ooh, nice. I like this character. Not logical at all, but we'll see what happens.
Did you place a package from Merlin in the hotel safe?
I did, madame.
And did my friend here show you Merlin's identification?
Indeed he did, but...
What's the problem?
He isn't Merlin.
A mere academic detail. Give him the package.
But that is against the law.
I happen to be a justice of the peace, you silly man. I am the law. If he tries anything, shoot him, George.
My pleasure, Lady Piermont.
One moment, please.
You know, I haven't enjoyed myself this much since Greenham Common.
I don't know what I would have done without you, Lady Piermont.
Voilà, monsieur. Le manuscrit de Monsieur Merlin.
Thanks.
How satisfying. An Anglo-American alliance that actually worked.
The clerk had given me a tightly rolled sheet of parchment. I decided not to unroll it until I was safely back in Nico's apartment.
Nice. Just say thank you and goodbye, maybe?
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
This is what Merlin was so keen to hide.
Really? All that fuss for a sample of wallpaper?
It's some kind of manuscript, and it looks to be very old.
If I was you, I'd keep it well out of sight until you're clear of this place.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I could roll it up and put it down my pants.
No, that wouldn't do at all. You'd attract far too much attention.
Really? Oh, wait a minute. So the guys... Oh, shoot. The guys outside are waiting for me. The guys outside are waiting, so can I go... Well, good luck with 76. I do want to pick it up when it's on sale, but only when it's on sale.
The cobbles of the alleyway looked very distant and very hard.
There's no way I can climb down the thing from here? No? Shoot. There's no other way out, is there? Crap.
It was the ancient manuscript which Khan had stolen from Plantar.
Okay, but I can't...
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Those guys outside, they're gonna... the guys outside are gonna freaking frisk me again, aren't they? That's what's gonna happen. Yeah, Fallout 76. Yeah, he's gonna play that. I'll pick it up when it's on sale or
I couldn't leave the
whatever.
hotel with the manuscript. It was probably what those thugs were looking for.
So what the hell am I supposed to do with it?
Hello again.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely jump into Stormworks tonight.
Have you ever seen this old manuscript before? You know what it is, don't you?
You are in great danger. Put the manuscript back and leave here.
What's going on?
I can say no more.
Do you recognize this key?
No, I do not.
Okay, so what the heck?
Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
So I can't. Ugh, I'll have to...
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
Thanks for helping me get the manuscript, Lady Piermont.
Any time, my dear.
Oh, hold on. What if I have an idea. I have an idea. No, I can't leave the manuscript behind, can I? No, I can't. Crap.
There was no one registered under the name of Khan, but the name...
What now, monsieur?
Did I show you this?
Oui, monsieur.
Do you want this manuscript back?
After all the fuss it caused? No, you keep it.
Oh God, what am I supposed to do now? So I can't leave with the manuscript, but I can't put it anywhere or leave it anywhere. I don't think.
I couldn't leave the hotel with the manuscript. It was probably what those thugs were looking for.
So what the hell am I supposed to do with it now?
It was the ancient manuscript.
Maybe just go into the guy's room and leave it in this room? Seriously? What am I supposed to do now? Alright, what am I supposed to do now? Where do I leave it? I need to leave it somewhere. Or hide it, but it's not letting me hide it anywhere.
maybe not.
That's the funny thing. I can't use... Okay, I can't really use the phone either, can I? Can I use the phone? Can I call what's-her-face? No, I can't. Nope, nope, nope.
There was nothing in the wardrobe apart from a vague, lingering smell of camphor.
All right, I gotta figure this out. All right, let's go for a hint because I don't know what else to do. You need to find a way to get the manuscript out of the hotel without leaving yourself? Interesting. So I have to, what, mail it out? Oh, wait.
The cabinet...
No, I don't have to shoot.
Maybe not.
I can't just throw it out the window? There's no way I can just throw it out the window? Something like that? I'm trying to toss it out the window.
I knew this was no way to treat an ancient manuscript, but I couldn't let it fall into the hands of the goons waiting outside.
Why couldn't I just... Okay, so why couldn't I just have done that from inside the window?
Hold it right there. Search him again, Flap.
Nothing, Guido.
Okay, let him...
Okay, we'll let him go. Grab the stuff.
If the manuscript was what Flap and Guido were after, they were going to be disappointed. I couldn't wait to get back to Nico's apartment and check it out.
Back at Nico's apartment. Okay.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, hi. Come in, Josh.
Do you have a boyfriend?
Not anymore. There was someone. A guy in my final year, but it didn't work out. Neither did my degree.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Tell me more about your family.
When I was a little girl, I used to spend the winter with my grandfather and grandma. They were the best times, warm and safe in their tiny cottage. My grandfather rolled cigarettes while grandma made hot chocolate and cakes. One day, he stopped his scrolling. He put the lid back on his tobacco jar and took me in his arms. I laughed and wriggled, but he hushed me to be silent. With his unshaven chin all scratchy in my ear, he told me his secret.
What did he say?
He said, I don't smoke, but she likes to think I do.
What a weird old man.
What?
Don't call my grandfather weird. He was the nicest guy ever. I wish I was back in that cottage instead of this crummy apartment in this noisy city.
What are you doing to help trace the killer clown?
Research, George.
Yeah? You have a copy of the clown's yearbook?
I have a telephone and lots of contacts.
Oh, well, did you find anything useful?
Not yet. I'm employing my first and most useful weapon.
What's that?
Patience.
Oh, I've heard of that. Isn't it a substitute for decisive thinking?
Okay, fine.
You're just not going to believe what I've found.
It's not another part of the clown's costume, is it?
It's a medieval manuscript. Khan left it in the safe at the Ubu.
It's incredible. Is this what he took from Plantar?
It could be, which means it's worth enough to kill for.
Look there, two guys on the same horse.
Oh, yeah. Maybe they couldn't afford one each. What of it?
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar? Their official seal was an image of two knights sharing a horse. Whatever this manuscript means, it's connected with the Templars.
How come you know about these knights?
I learned about them while writing an article on the Crusades.
Ooh, cutscene.
This guy, named Hughes de Payen, arrived one day at the court of King of Jerusalem. He offered to protect the Christian pilgrims from the displaced Muslim armies. The king would be able to guarantee safe transit to Christians in the Holy Land. Safer journeys meant more pilgrims, and pilgrims meant trade and wealth. The Templars proved invaluable to the king as a mercenary army. It was said that they never asked how many the enemy numbered, just where they were. And as the years went by, the Templars grew in wealth and numbers. They were so rich, even kings came to them for loans. But at the height of their power, they fell foul of the King of France. He rounded them up and turned them over to the Inquisition. Thousands of Templars were subject to torture and confessed to heresy. Of course, at the hands of the Inquisition, there wasn't much they wouldn't confess to. The last Grand Master Jacques de Molay was burned alive.
Jeez. So the treasure is hidden, waiting to be discovered?
If there ever was a treasure, it's been lost for 600 years.
Anyway, we're supposed to be investigating a serial killer, not a medieval treasure trove.
But maybe that's what the clown and his accomplices are after. Maybe this manuscript is the key.
You'd better leave it here for safekeeping.
Yeah, I know. It's true. It's, like I said, the recording quality and sound quality is really, really bad. But just to let you know, yes, it is a fact. What happened in that video is actual history. That is actual history that is not made up. And yes, there was actually a person called Jacques de Molay who was the last Grand Master of the Knights Templar. And yes, it's all true. And the legend is, yes, he was actually, that's where it came up. He was actually executed on Friday the 13th. That's where it came from.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Look there, two guys on the same horse.
There's a guy with a sword and a bull.
The only mythological bull I know of is the Minotaur, but he was only half bull.
I don't think I'd like to be half a bull, even if it was the bottom half.
What's that object between them?
It looks like a gem on top of a tripod.
Yes, it's actually true. I believe it was Friday the 13th of October. Yes, but that is definitely true. That's where Friday the 13th came from, is because it was made that way. It's kind of like a bad luck type of deal, because yes, he was executed on Friday the 13th. Go ahead and look it up.
A knight with a crystal ball. Now, there's something written on the scroll beside the knight.
Yes, but it's written in Latin. Per disciplinam mea lux videbis.
By my teachings, you will see the light.
You speak Latin? Where did you learn a trick like that?
A trick? I studied law, okay? I can read Latin.
My, you're touchy. Tell me that again.
There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces.
She reminds me of the wicked queen in Snow White.
She was the one who said, "Mirror, mirror on the wall," wasn't she? She made me cry so much when I was a kid. Mom carried me out of the movie theater.
She didn't frighten me in the least.
Like I said, I was only a kid. I didn't like the crocodile in Peter Pan either. There's a guy working on a loom. He's weaving a carpet or a tapestry.
Or a duvet cover. It's a clue to a place, I reckon. Somewhere famed for weaving and ships.
Where folk live in barrels?
It beats copper boxes. Let's face it, we need help, George. Someone who knows about these things.
Who do you suggest? Indiana Jones?
I know a guy who specializes in medieval studies. His name is Lobinol.
Huh. Some stuffy old fossil who gets horny over ancient relics, I suppose.
Far from it. Andre isn't the stereotypical professor you have in mind.
Where can I find this Lobino guy?
At the Krön Museum. I'll give you the address.
See, that's the thing I don't like, is that they're not going, they're not traveling together.
I found this matchbook in the killer's hotel room. It's from the Club Alamut.
Never heard of it. Is there anything written inside it?
No, what were you expecting?
If this was a movie, there'd be a clue, a name or an address. That's no use. There aren't even any matches in it.
Oh well, I'll keep it as a souvenir. I found this in the killer's room.
What is it, a credit card?
ID, Thomas Merlin, of the Gruber Electronics Corporation.
Never heard of him or the
German.
company.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Okay, so we did the center, the 4 panels. Anything on the sides and the corners? No. That's it. And I can't even. Can I get out? I can't even get out.
There's between the night through there, but the.
Okay, so that's it.
I have to go.
Okay. Don't forget to look for Lobino at the Krun Museum.
Lubino at the Kidon Museum. Alright, so it's been 2 hours and I have to get going. I want to spend more time on this, but unfortunately, like I said, schedules had changed and blah blah blah. I was originally going to reschedule this for Saturday morning, but I didn't, and then now, well, I got somewhere to go. So, we'll continue this again next week, same time. I don't know if you guys, since I am on the West Coast, I don't know if you guys wanted me to go and start this earlier, because I'm thinking about doing that so I can spend more time on it. Since I'm only doing the adventures on 1 day a week, and I'm seeing that this is going to take a lot of time, and I'm starting to, once I start it, and I'm really like diving into it. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I start at 9 a.m. Pacific, or should I can actually start at 8 and try to continue next week? I shouldn't have a schedule that'll conflict, so I can go even longer, because I do want to try to get through this as soon as possible, or as fast as possible, because like I said, I might change this. I kind of want to change the game by next month, and I'm only doing this once a week. So let me know. Let me know in the chat, and I'll keep notes on it. But yeah, that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your love and support. We ask for your continued love and support by giving us those clicks, liking, favoriting, sharing, following, subscribing. Go ahead and please follow or subscribe so you can continue to receive Mahula Madness in your inbox. Stay thirsty, keep frosty. We ask the powers that be to keep you safe out there in the real world while we take risks for you in these virtual worlds, so that you and your wallets don't have to. Thanks a lot. Now, what we're going to do here is, do we have anyone we can... Well, anyone that I would raid. There's nothing really to raid. Anyone else doing Broken Sword? No? Oh, someone else is doing Broken Sword. Oh, it looks like they're even further. Major Amateur Gamer is even further. Because I think I can see him at a theme that I have not been at yet. Yep, I have not been there yet. I don't know if you guys want to go through that. If you guys don't have a problem, I will probably start a little bit earlier, because I do want to spend more time into it. Oh, he's doing it. Yeah, that's different. It's a different version. All right, guys. We'll just leave it here. Thanks a lot, guys, so much for everything. Bye.